Hello class 6. Today in our maths we will study about a new chapter called fractions. Okay. Now to illustrate this fraction, I have given over here a diagram of a rectangle. Okay, you can see over here a rectangle is drawn. Now in the second portion of this diagram, I have divided this rectangle into 6 equal parts. 6 equal parts I have divided this rectangle into. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. Now out of these 6 parts, in the next portion of the diagram I have shaded 2 parts. 2 parts have been shaded. Okay. So if I want to represent this shaded portion in the form of fraction, then representation of shaded portion in fraction would be here. How many parts I have? 6 parts. Out of which how many portions are shaded? 2. So the number of portions which I have shaded I have to write on top, and the total number of parts which are there I have to write at the bottom, and in the middle you draw this particular dash or a line. So how do you read it? You read it as 2 out of 6. Okay, it is pronounced as 2 out of 6. That means if I want to represent the shaded region in this rectangle, out of 6 parts, 2 have been shaded. So we read it as 2 out of 6. 2 out of 6. Or simply you can even pronounce 2 by 6. So in this particular fraction, total number of parts should always be at the bottom, which is called the denominator. And how many parts have been shaded? Because we are representing the shaded portion, that parts which are shaded should be on the top, which is called the numerator. Okay, total number of parts should be in the denominator down, and how many parts are shaded, that is on top, that is called numerator. Alright, suppose here I would have been asked, somebody would have asked me to represent the unshaded region. That means those regions which are not shaded. How many regions are not shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of 6 parts, 4 parts are unshaded. So if I wanted to represent that as fraction, that would have been what? 4 by 6. 4 regions are unshaded out of 6 regions. Alright, I hope you have understood the meaning of the word fraction. Coming to our exercise now. Now here in our exercise 5a, in exercise 5a question number 1, we have been asked to write each of the following fractions in numerals, means number. Okay, like how I had pronounced earlier. So here also they have given so many fractions, but they have given in words. We have to write it in numerals. So 3 out of 5 is written as 3 by 5. Okay, there are 5 parts, that is 5 is in the denominator. Out of that 3 have been represented, 3 is in the numerator. Similarly 1 quarter. So from here one thing is very much evident. Okay, the second one should always be in the denominator, and the first number should be in the numerator on top. So 1 quarter. Quarter means 4 parts. Okay, these are some terms that you need to know. Quarter means 4 parts. So 1 is there first. So 1 I have written first. Quarter means 4 parts is written down. So the fraction is 1 by 4. 5 sevenths. 5 is written on top. Sevenths of course represents 7 parts. So out of 7 parts, 5 parts. So the fraction is 5 by 7. 3 eighths will be 3 by 8. 7 tenths will be 7 by 10. 6 thirteenths, that means out of 13, 6. 6 is first, so 6 will be on top, 13 will be down. So 6 by 13. 9 20ths, so 20 will be down, and since 9 is first, so 9 will be on top. So 9 by 20 is the fraction. 8 17th, so here 8 is first, so 8 will be written top. 17 is there later on, so 17 will be at the bottom. So these are the fractions from their sentence to numeral part. Next question. Write each of the following divisions as fractions. Now here some divisions are there. 6 divided by 11. How to write this in fraction? Here 6 followed by a dash, then 11. So over here this dash represents the division sign. So 6 divided by 11 is written as 6 dash 11. So 6 divided by 11 or 6 out of 11. Similarly 1 divided by 100, again 1 is first, so 1 will be written top as numerator. Divided by sign is given by this dash sign. Dash sign is representing division sign, and the second one will be down. So 1 divided by 100 is 1 by 100. Similarly 0 divided by 11 is 0 by 1. 9 divided by 4 is written as 9 by 4. 7 divided by 27 is written as 7 by 27. The third question over here is given in the form of matching. Okay, match each of the following column B with the corresponding verbal expression and figure. So we have been given three columns. Column A is our question part. We have to match this with the column B, which is given in fraction part, that is numeral, and its corresponding picture representation is also given. So with this column B, we have to match it with its pictorial representation. So 4/5 means what? Fifth means 5. So out of 5 parts, 4 parts. So 4/5 obviously represents 4 by 5. Let's see where is 4 by 5. Here it is. So this one will match with this 4 by 5. And how do we have the picture for this? What kind of pictorial representation will be there for this particular fraction? Let us see. Here it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, out of which 4 are shaded. So this is the exact pictorial representation for 4 by 5. 5 parts, out of which 4 are shaded. So this will be the representation of question number 1. Coming to question number 2. 2 eighths. 2 eighths obviously represents 2 by 8. So where is it? Here it is in the next column, column B, 2 by 8. And its pictorial representation is given here. You can see over here, count this circle, how many parts it is divided into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts, out of which 2 are shaded. So it is the perfect representation of 2 by 8. So this will represent its picture, this. Okay, next is 5/9. 5/9 is this, 5 by 9, and its pictorial representation is here. See total parts, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parts, out of which how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts are shaded. So this is the exact representation of 5 by 9. This picture represents 5 by 9 exactly. Similarly this one, 2/5, 2 out of 5. Now how will it be represented in picture? Let's see. This represents 2 by 5. Count how many parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, out of which 2 are shaded. So this is the perfect representation of 2 by 5. So this picture represents 2 by 5. And the last one is 4/7. That means 4 by 7. Yes, 4 by 7. And in picture it is representing by this picture. Count how many parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This triangle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 smaller triangles, and out of which 1, 2, 3, 4 are shaded. So out of 7, 4 are shaded. So 4 by 7 is represented in picture exactly by this particular picture. So that's about it for this question number 3. I hope you have understood this matching. So in this matching we have the question in column A, the representation of this question in fraction is given in column B, and the fraction has been represented in picture form in column C. So we have to match all these. In the next we have another question. Instruction is write a fraction as indicated. Now here you have the indication numerator 5, denominator 13. So what will be the fraction? We all know denominator goes in the bottom, numerator on top. So denominator 13 goes down, dash, numerator will be on top. So the fraction is 5 by 13. Okay, 5 by 13 is the fraction. The next instruction is numerator is 16, denominator is 23. So the fraction is 16 by 23. Now here, this after second we will skip the third one, okay? Let's do the fourth one. Here the instruction is denominator should be 3 minus of minus 2. So when you solve that, open the bracket, minus into minus becomes plus. So 3 plus 2 it becomes 5. So denominator should be 5. Numerator, the instruction is given minus 5 plus 21, which is equals to plus 16. So numerator is 16, denominator is 5, so the fraction becomes 16 by 5.